Hello everyone, I am Mahidhar Verma from CSBS third year and my topic is tender quotation model and I am going to explain on this topic. A tender quotation model refers to a structured process used by organization to invite bids, proposals from suppliers or vendors for the provision of goods, services or any projects. These models help streamline the procurement process to ensure fairness and transparency in the selection of suppliers. Before understanding quotation model, we'll understand first what is material procurement procedure. An organization defines its requirements and specification for its goods, services or projects and makes a detailed list of requirement materials and components required for producing a product. And this is bills of material. Bills of material are also called material list. These detailed lists specifies the standard quantities and qualities required for the organization to carry out any job. Then comes material requisition. It is an voucher of authority used to get materials issued from the store. And it is prepared by production department. And then purchase requisition. It is a form used for making a formal request to purchasing department to purchase the materials. It should be a constant coordination between purchase and production departments. A purchase requisition is usually filled by the storekeeper for regular materials and by the departmental head for special materials. Before purchasing, the purchasement department makes an inquiry into the market and for the required materials and then prepares a tender or quotation documents. These documents contains all the necessary information for potential suppliers to understand the requirements and submit their proposals. It includes details such as rate, quantity needed, technology used, and services and supported provided by the suppliers, and the description of project submission deadline and contact information. And this is usually sent in the form of RFP to the vendors and also including the policy which allows this practice. After the organization makes a tender or quotation model, it needs to send it to the vendor. So the organization advertises the tender or quotation through various channels such as publishing in newspapers, sending direct invitations to pre-selected vendors to attract potential suppliers. After invitation of the tender from the vendors, interested vendors who are willing to meet all the criteria mentioned in the tender notices and submits the price quotation proposals within the time frame addressed by the organization along with all the requirements needed. And then once the submission deadline is reached, the organization reviews all the received quotations from all the vendors and it starts evaluating. The evaluation process involves assessing the proposals based on the predetermination criteria such as price, quality and time delivery, mode of transportation, etc. After evaluating these proposals, the organization selects the supplier the best who meets all the requirements and offers the most favorable terms. And once this supplier is selected, the organization initiates the contracting process. This involves negotiating the final terms, conditions and prepares the contract agreement, obtaining the necessary approvals. Next, the company starts inspecting the material. Having decided on the best quotation, the purchase manager issues a written request to supplier to supply the materials in a specific period at specific rates. After the contract is signed between the organization and the vendor, the organization closely monitors and inspects the supplier's performance, ensures that agreed goods, services and projects are delivered by time and as per the contract terms. And they also inspect the terms for its conformity with the purchase order. After satisfactory inspection, a goods received note is issued to the vendor. If some materials are found to be not in a good condition or damaged or not in conformity with the purchase order, they are returned back to vendor along with the material return note. And that's all about tender and quotation model. Hope it explained well. Thank you.